Now we're looking at example 2 for graphing nonlinear graphs. And I've already filled out the table. So I'm replacing the letter X with each number. So first I'm going to plug in -3, then -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, and 3. So if you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause it. Fill out this part of the table. You can start filling out your ordered pairs, but then we're going to use our calculator to find the answer for Y, and then we'll be graphing it. Now you must use parentheses. So we're going to type in parentheses, -3, close the parentheses, squared, but now I have to type in -5. So I typed in exactly what I wrote here, including the parentheses, hit enter, and we get 4. So that will be our first ordered pair. -3 is what I plugged in for X, and 4 is the answer that I got when I hit enter. So we're going to take -3 and 4, and that's going to be the ordered pair we're going to graph. Now, do not clear your calculator. Just arrow over top of that -3 and just make it a -2, and then you can just hit enter, so you don't have to keep retyping it. So this time our answer is -1, so I'm going to put that here as my answer in for my ordered pair. Arrow over, change -2 to -1. My answer is -4 this time. Arrow over. Now I'm going to go over the negative, hit the DEL key for delete. So to delete the negative, replace that with a 0, and I get -5. Replace the 0 with a +1 now. So now I'm doing 1 squared minus 5, -4. And I'm starting to see some repeating numbers. Change that to a 2. I get -1. Looks like we have that one up here also. And change the 2 to a 3, and we get 4. So you're going to start to see kind of a repeating pattern. So 4, -1, -4, -5, and then it repeats. So we're going to graph these again. So -3 go up to 4. -2 is at -1. Make sure you go left and down. -1 is at -4. 0 is at -5, and then I'm going to go back to -4 to -1 and 4. So once you kind of hit, this is like the middle part, then it kind of repeats itself like a mirror image. So hopefully that will help you. You don't have to count every single line again. You're going to curve these around. This is called a parabola. This is the shape here. Make sure you extend it a little bit and put arrows on the end. And there's your example number 2. Now, if you notice, it says, how is this graph different from example 1? Well, example 1 was a little bit higher. This graph is lower on the graph. And this point right here is all the way at -5. I'm going to flip my paper back over. That was the first example. And notice this middle point was at 0. So it's like taking this shape here and we just slid it down to the 5. So taking a look at this, and it's now down at 5. Oh, actually here I have another copy. So this was example 1, and here's example 2. So we just took the same shape and we just moved it down 5. So that's how it's different than number 1.